job. So in this code we have Christmas. This code goes, it prints the lyrics of the 12 days of Christmas song. This is a Christmas.cpp file. We included the Christmas.h file, and now we have the for loop. Integer day will start from 1 and less than 12. It will be printed 12 times. I preferred switch case in this code. In case 1, we will print this syntax in each one. So for example, case 1, we have the first day, case 2, second day, and break for all of it until 12. In here, we will go down from 12 to 1. So this is the opposite thing. Opposite thing, and it will print in each one its syntax. So this is the Christmas.cpp file. Christmas.h, we will just have void print song function, this one, and of course we will add these things. I forgot to explain these things for connecting the code files with each other. In main.cpp file we have the include Christmas.h file, and of course we have the iostream library, and using namespace std we have to make the code easier to write cout without std. In our main we have the print song and we return 0. Once we run the code, we get this output from 1 to 12 and from 12 to 1. That's it. In this code, we just like take 3 integers from the client and we determine the smallest integer. Now we have, for example, here we included the find smallest integer.h file, which is this one. We will explain later. We have the main. We have one integer, which is the numInt, smallest. We have we will print for the client to enter the first integer. To enter the number of integers. Then he will determine how much he has, and we will keep it as numInt, this variable. And int smallest integer is will be keeping inside this find smallest integer function. And then we will print in the last line the smallest integer is smallest integer. Here in find smallest.h file we have int find smallest integer as an integer, and we have these f and def and define, and we have to include this one, find smallest.h file. This is the CPP, int find smallest integer, int numInt, and int smallest integer, and also we have current integer. These 2 integers, we need them. So this is the description of the code. std_cout enter this one, numInt will be in the middle and in the integers. Then we'll keep it as smallest integer. We have for loop and if statement here. For loop, it will start from 2 and is less than numInt smallest, and it will go up by 1. We will keep it as inside, and we will reserve bytes for it in the RAM as a current integer. If current integer is less than smallest integer, this is the if statement. So the smallest integer equals the current integer, and we will return the smallest integer. So we are asking the code to return for us the smallest integer. Let's run the code, enter the number of integers, for example 3. He will ask us to enter the 3 integers, 1, 2, 3, for example. 1 is the smallest integer. That's it. Calculates the product of odd integers from 1 to 15. This is our main.cpp file. We included product of odd integers.h file. This one we will explain later. Inside our main, we have one integer, which is the product, and it's keeping in this function, calculate product of odd integers. This will be a description of the code, the beginning of the code, and it will be printed. The product of odd integers from 1 to 15 is the product that we will explain later. Return 0. Here we have calculate product of odd integers. This is a function in our .h extension file. This is the CPP file, and calculate product of odd integers. Inside this function, we have an integer which is product equals 1. Of course, we included this file here, and for int we have for loop here. For int, the loop starts from 1 and it's less than or equal 15, and it goes up by 2. Product will be multiplied by I. Return the product. We'll run the code now. This code, this one. This is the product of odd integers between 1 and 15. This one. Calculate and print the area of a circle. We just take the radius from the client and we print the area. Inside our main, we have included the circle.h file, this one. We have decimal number, which is the radius, and we ask the client to enter the radius, and then we keep it as a radius. We have a decimal number, which is the area here. Inside the circle area, inside the circle area is the radius. Here we print finally the area of the circle is the area. Return 0. In our circle.h file, we have inline double circle area double radius. Return 3.40. This number, which is the pi, I got from Google, which is the exact value of the pi. We can do it like this, which is known by 3.14, but I got it from Google. I prefer to make the exact value, which is this one, multiplied by the radius and multiplied by the radius. And in circle.cpp file, we included only the circle.h file. We don't need to write anything here because all the information that we need in this file is already mentioned in the previous files. Let's run the code. Enter the radius of the circle, for example, 65. The area of the circle is this number. That's it. So this program is an implementation of a function template for finding the minimum value between two given values from the client. So this is the main.cpp file. We include minimum.h file. In our main, we have 2 integers and 2 characters and 2 decimals. This is the description of the code. Minimum of integer 1 between and integer 2 is the minimum number between these two integers, and the minimum between these two characters are here, and this will be printed, although two decimals for decimal numbers. In our minimum.h file, I'm sorry, we of course includes the minimum.h file. In here we have template, type name t minimum, this for finding the minimum value, t value 1 and t value 2, and it should return, the code should return value 1 less than value 2, value 1 and value 2. In here the minimum.cpp, we just included the minimum.h file. We don't need to enter anything here because every information we need to do is already existed in the previous files. Let's run the code. So as we can see here, we determined the integers 10 and 20, characters a small and a capital, decimal numbers are 3.14 and 2.71, is minimum of 10. This is the output. That's it. So this code defines a function template to find the maximum of two values of any type. So this code is the opposite code for the previous code. That was for finding the minimum number, and this one for finding the maximum one. So we have two integers, we have two characters, and we have two decimal numbers. Everything is the same, only the changing is here, I think, for finding the maximum value. And we don't need to write anything here because everything is mentioned previously as we said. Just we need to run it. Oh, sorry, there is an error. Okay, this is the error here. We fixed it. Problem is done. Yeah, this is the output of the maximum types.